What up, YouTube? It's your boys, Detroit Love, PDubs, Michael B. the Game Genie, and Nostalgia with another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes. Let's get it started.
Oh my God, guys, if you realize what we've gone through in the last 5-10 minutes, it's been hilarious. My computer's on the fritz. My GeForce driver, NVIDIA driver needed updated, and we're ready to launch the show. And what happens when you update a driver? You got to reset your computer. I got to reset the computer. All the stuff that I had worked on earlier, like you guys know, we have our funny countdown clocks and assets for the show. Didn't have stuff saved. Lost everything, and we're about to go live. I'm like, I'm just going to hit the button. We're just going to go live. And they're like, no, we need a countdown clock. I'm like, forget the countdown clock. The people are waiting. They're like, pick any countdown clock. You have 100 of them, PDubs. So I had to just grab one and play it. So there you guys go. So yeah.
Also, hold on, PDubs. Hold on. You got me and Michael B in the wrong spot. I know Michael B likes it when Detroit Love is his top. So.
Oh crap! And now we're out of order. We're out of order.
We're out of order now. You just keep. There you go.
There we go.
There we go. All right, you're in the right place now.
Goodness me.
$2.99 super chat from Edwin. He said, "Sup, dudes? Sup, Edwin?
What's happening?
How are you guys?" So it's been a crazy week in the world of retro and modern gaming, guys. And we've had a lot of guests on. We've done these super shows. It's really nice when companies reach out to us and say, hey, guys, will you host a special event for us? Hopefully you guys liked all the coverage we provided during National Owners Day. That was very nice of Atgames to let us do all that. So today we're going to kind of like take a step back, breathe for a second, and take all this in, because there is just a crap ton going on in the world of retro and modern gaming. Let's talk retro gaming first. So for instance, the biggest news of the day is iiRcade announcing their RetroMania themed cabinet. I put a video out on my channel. If you guys caught Jong's live stream, make sure you guys put those comments in the chat. I want to see them. Let me know what you guys thought about the show. And while I'm pulling up some assets I do have that I didn't lose, Detroit Love, what do you think about that RetroMania theme cabinet? We'll kind of go around the horn.
Oh, like I said, I like options, and I'm glad they're coming out with this one. I'm excited for this game, not just because we're in it. Because we're in it. But I'm excited for this wrestling game. I can't wait to get it. I'm glad to see that people are going to be able to get the themed cabinet. It looks pretty awesome. I like my Double Dragon, but that wrestling one is hot.
Yep. Edwin says he needs it. Steve says it looks great. Michael B. the Game Genie, did you catch it? You've been interviews. You met with the Prime Minister of Canada. You were on the Retro Buzz. You also went to a really nice cheese farm. Like, you've had a hell of a day, my friend. Tell us all about it.
I was a little disappointed no one told me how good ass the cheese was. So, anyways, I did want to say I was really impressed with the bond that you seem to form with Nick Aldis. I think you guys became fast friends. Like, you'll definitely catch up after the show. I was really impressed with that.
Yeah, Aldis. Yeah. If you guys caught the show, he ran a couple of promos on me after Macho Dubs came in and was talking the smack, which was pretty funny. 2Die4 is here. He's clean. You know why he's clean? Because he showers frequently. That's why he's always so clean. I didn't think you guys knew that. Now, here's what's funny, guys, is the RetroMania wrestling cabinet was under your nose the entire time. There's been plenty of footage of this game on the RetroMania channel, as well as on the iiRcade, on all their podcasts and live streams and stuff. And let's kind of show you guys that this thing was under your nose the entire time that they were going to release this cabinet. Here is the Too Many Games Arena, the arena where all kinds of media personalities make cameos. And if we zoom in here on the iiRcade booth, it was right in our face the entire time. Right here, guys, the RetroMania wrestling cabinet. You have your Dragon's Lair, Double Dragon, RetroMania, 2 standard editions, and Jong with a big old smile on his face. But it was right there the entire time. Did you guys even notice it?
No. honestly, I did not notice it. I do not have the eye for detail to pick something like that out as an Easter egg.
I just assumed it was something that wasn't real that they had just put into the game for fun. To be honest.
And they probably did and decided, hey, well, why the heck not?
Yeah.
It looks like it's the correct artwork too. So I think this has been in planning for a long time. But here you go. Very cool.
I think it's been in planning for a long time, and I think it's really cool. I'm totally jealous though. I never noticed it in that picture. I knew it was coming weeks ago when John called me and told me, and we started putting together this RetroMania special show that you guys saw today. And sure, guys, a lot of the stuff like with all this and all that, like we practiced that before we went live and stuff. And he's a good sport. And we tried to make it fun and funny and entertaining. I'm like, let Macho Dubs come in there, talk crap about you, and you run a promo on me. Now, the things he said were not the things I was expecting him to say, and it was hilarious when he was doing that. Now, guys, one thing that you will find here that you won't find anywhere else is, guys, I know I made a video with like the drowning pool bodies video and all that stuff. It was a hype trailer. But I know you guys want to see the cabinet without all the cutscenes and the music. So I am going to get that video displayed here for you guys in just 1 second. Sorry, because I rebooted my computer, I'm getting all kinds of notifications on it. Let me find the video. I think you guys are really going to like what you see here. Let me just pause it.
And
Go ahead.
Did you say that had been in the works for a Jong time?
A Jong time. Yes, guys, a Jong time. So let's kind of play this, baby. Let's see what this looks like. I mean, tell me what you think. Nostalgia. Throw it out there, man. Some thoughts, some commentary.
Oh, man, I like it. I like the... Nobody else is doing this, right? So you've got... I want to call it an independent game, and now you've got a dedicated machine for it. And honestly, I think an arcade cabinet is going to be one of the best ways to play this title. So I just think if you're a wrestling fan and you're really looking forward to this game, this is a good option.
So for those of you out there with the sharp eyes, you'll notice the lines and stuff in the background. If you go look at the actual artwork for the actual WrestleFest cabinet, that's very similar to the design on the real WrestleFest cabinet. So I really love that attention to detail, as this is the official sequel to WrestleFest. So good job on them, and that's definitely something that really gets my blood pumping.
And the color scheme looks well with the control panel.
Oh yeah,
looks much better than the other ones. And they did a little extra with the bezel area around the speaker, so I think that worked out well for this cabinet. It just looks really nice, and I'm hoping they're going to put this on and don't make people have to apply it themselves like I had to do with my Double Dragon. Take care of it like they did with the Dragon's Lair.
Yeah, I think this is going to come on standard. You can tell from the look of it that's a finished product and not an adhesive afterwards.
Yeah, guys, the artwork is pre-applied to the cabinet. We did confirm it with Jong. Yes. So just like your Dragon's Lair, it's not like the Double Dragon, which technically, guys, everyone calls it the Double Dragon cabinet. It's technically the Black Ignition cabinet with optional stickers if you want to use them, right? But the artwork here obviously is way, way better, in my opinion, because it's permanently attached, stuff like that. That is a beauty of a cabinet. We got a lot of folks jumping in the live chat saying they came from the Arcade Pickers show. Retro Ralph reached out to Michael B. the Game Genie and said, hey, can you guys delay your show 30 minutes? Pretty please. We told him, okay, but just one time only. 9 p.m. is Super Game Room Dudes time. But thank you guys so much for coming in from the Arcade Pickers show. We greatly appreciate it. And also congratulations to Ralph and is his name Corey from Arizona Arcade Heroes for putting on a pretty good show tonight as well. So that was something interesting to see. And as always, we have the retro buzz. I mean, guys, your Friday nights. I mean, let me ask you something. Do you guys spend more of your time on Friday nights watching all these YouTube shows than you do playing your arcade machines? Because
my wife gets so mad at me on Friday nights, like you have no idea, because I'm zoned out from the minute that the Retro Buzz comes on until I go to bed, like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, because in all honesty, like, happy we're always happy to support and help other content creators with their stuff. But obviously, guys, I can't keep pushing my show off till 9:30, 10 o'clock at night on the East Coast. No one's going to tune in. You know what I mean? It's too late. So happy to help tonight. Hopefully, we won't have to do that again. Thanks so much, guys. A lot of awesome people here.
And they had comments in there about me complaining about the stickers. My Double Dragon looks awesome, even though I had to put the stickers on myself. But it doesn't look less than the other ones. The quality of it is fantastic. I just didn't like putting it on. So
yeah. By the way, speaking of stickers, we had an awesome comment in here from Mike. I can't say his full name.
What's his name?
Mike, Mr. Mike.
What's
Mr.
his
Mike.
hold on. What's his name?
No, because every time I say his full name, you laugh, and I don't know why.
And neither do I. So just can you maybe we can investigate? We can investigate it together. What is the full name there?
His name is Mr. Hertz. His name is Mr. Hertz.
But what's his obviously his last name is,
I'm not saying it because you laugh and I don't know why. Okay, so he goes, PDubs, you should start a show called Arcade Stickers, promote the hell out of it, and then pull a no-show.
But who said that?
Mike. Would you stop? And what's funny is yeah, those PDub stickers, guys. I got bag literally on the floor next to my desk. I got a bag with like 400 PDub stickers, and I still can't send them out. Zohar has joined the Loft Army. Watch out, guys. Thanks so much, Zohar, for joining the channel. We greatly support it. So in my opinion, let's put some final thoughts on this. This was obviously a big win for Jong today and the iiRcade brand. And I know some people may have just got their cabinets. I just got mine, right? My Dragon's Lair, the one I paid for right here, right? And when new stuff comes out, yeah, sometimes it's a little like, oh my God, new stuff came out, right? New SKUs, right? But new stuff comes out. That's how these companies stay in business. Obviously, this artwork is predominantly going to be, it's a limited edition. I don't know how many they're making. Jong did not get a member. He said it's going to be limited quantity, and it's for new customers, right? It's to get new customers excited and interested in the brand. If you guys like this artwork, guess what? I was already talking with Tyler over at Arcade Graphics, and he can make this work as well. So he also knows Mike from Retrosoft Studios, so hopefully he can make the artwork without there being any issues as well. As you guys know, artwork has its own licensing and stuff like that. So there will be options out there for everyone else if they wanted to get this, which is really, really exciting. We got a $2 super chat from How to Bachelor Zohar for the win. Yes, we have a lot of iiRcade fans here tonight, which is really, really exciting. MacGyver has joined the Loft Army. Thanks so much, MacGyver. We greatly, greatly appreciate that. Hopefully you can help us build something. My modding skills have gone out the window, especially when I broke my Legends pinball machine. I don't want to mod it twice. I broke it twice. Like, I don't want to mod anything right now because I keep breaking. Stuff. So, okay. So, oh yeah, final thoughts. So my final thoughts are, I think this is a big win, help get more customers, help grow the brand, and it's sexy as all hell. It's a gorgeous cabinet. Nostalgia, let's go counterclockwise. What are your final thoughts on this cabinet? And we can move on to the next topic.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. Now, I didn't catch the live stream because I was tied up, but did he say whether or not that game was going to be included with the cabinet? Is that one of those things that's included, or is that one of the, it's just the art and you're getting the base cab? Okay. I would have loved it if they bumped the price up a little bit and included the game just out of the box, because obviously you're not buying that cabinet unless you're buying the game, but I think the artwork's fantastic.
Okay, keep going. I'm just going to have this play while you guys are talking. Go ahead,
Mike. You're up.
The only thing that I think would have made the art on the outside better is to have maybe some recognizable YouTube personalities that are in the game on the outside of the
Right,
I think
on the control panel, right?
Just hold on. Just for the record, I think the community should go reach out to Jong and say they want Super Game Room dudes playable characters.
Oh,
that's what they need. We need to get everybody in here just funneling over to the community page and just say, hey, We want to see some Super Game Room dudes as playable characters.
Oh, come on. I mean, we're already in the game. We got our own booth. I mean,
Yeah,
look,
but
that's right there. I mean, that's us in the game. We
and
don't
that's
need that.
it's so cool that we are, but I would love it even more if I could hit you over the head with a steel chair.
You're being
Just saying.
You're being greedy. And guys, real quick, Detroit Love, I'm going to get to you. Guys, the Retro Buzz is also in this game. Huge shout out to Cool Toys, Stephen Hay with the Tech Buzz, Glenn's Retro Show. Make sure you watch the Retro Buzz on Friday nights. They like lead off the Friday, what is that called? The Friday Funhouse. They kick it off. And here we are. We're batting cleanup. We're always batting cleanup, guys. Go ahead, Carl. What were you saying?
Oh, I would say if we're in the game, I need to be able to have some flan with me so I can
Yes.
put some flan in the face. But there's no way he's gonna sell this cabinet without having that game pre-installed. That would be pretty silly. So I hope he's reconsidering that because that has to be included on that cabinet if I'm buying that cabinet. Come on now. So that's my hope.
Yep. Michael B.
Yeah,
what are you thinking?
I mean, there's an easy way to fix that. If he wanted to do that, maybe he could even if he can't include the full game, maybe give you some kind of discounted code to pick it up from the store. That would be a nice touch. But I think it's fine. I understand where you're coming from.
No,
How do you sell a cabinet without the game on it? But
Right, it's got to have that game on it, whether you download it after the fact with a coupon code or something. But you gotta have that game included.
I would agree. I did ask them during their show today, which they were kind enough to let me kind of co-host, be an MC. I did ask them. I said, "Is the game included?" And they're like, "No." And Jong mentioned that it would be something about the challenge of changing the preloaded games list this late in the game on these cabinets in production. I don't know.
Good. Did you see to that for?
What?
You got a $100.
$100 super chat.
Dude, what are you doing? Bobby. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Which channel is it on? We're broadcasting on 4 channels. Who just got $100?
That's on your channel, PDubs, I believe.
It's on my channel?
Yeah, I think it's.
That's fine.
He's
Bobby,
in your.
Bobby, that's fine. If you want to throw that on my channel, that's fine. You want to throw it in the tip jar? That's okay.
no, sorry, I actually checked, and it's Carl's channel.
It's on Detroit Love?
It's not.
Yeah.
He's just talking junk.
No, this really. It's on.
It's
on
on
Detroit
PDubs.
Love? Wait, it's not on my channel? It's
No,
on
it is. It is. It is.
Hey, I'm trying to joke with P-Dubs. P-Dubs immediately would have said, "No, take that back, Bobby."
Hey, if it's on Detroit Love's channel, I was just going to say, you know what, Bobby, that's too much money. We're going to give that back to you. You know what I mean? But if it's on my channel, I mean, we're hurting. We're hurting, man. We've spent too much money here. We got bills to pay. No, we're just teasing all in good fun. Bobby, I am going to Venmo this back to you after the show, my friend. Thanks so much. But here, let me pull it up here real quick, and then because folks are asking about the cost and where to get this, and then we can finally move on to the next topic. Someone go ahead and talk here while I find it here. Go ahead.
I didn't get a chance to watch the whole stream. It's a very busy night. I was booked up for a couple hours after the stream. Is there any difference with the controllers? Are they the standard arcade controllers, or are this more of a premium cab like Dragon's Lair?
Well, I am so glad you brought that up.
And he's gone.
We lost him. Hey,
He
It
did
is a
not want to
premium
answer that question.
It is a premium cab, just the same way the Dragon's Lair and the Double Dragon.
Today has been a crap show, like a total crap show.
maybe
I'm
for
so
you,
sorry.
I'm enjoying this.
All right,
I
so
don't know what you're talking about. I'm having a great time.
I've
right.
already answered the question. It is a premium cabinet with the San Juan.
Yes. Oh my God, how embarrassing is that? All right, guys. So here you go. $800. Man, those Kickstarter prices look pretty sweet these days, don't they? Yeah. But that is a gorgeous cabinet. You're getting a 1-year warranty, a 19-inch screen, 100-watt speakers, killer artwork, 11 games included with the ability to add hundreds of games. More and more titles keep getting added.
Hold on, scroll up for a second. Go back to that.
Oh,
Yeah,
where?
Go back. Scroll up.
Where?
Never mind. All right, I'm good.
What were you looking for?
I saw Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, and I was like, wait a second, is that?
No, they're not there.
It says from the original. I got it. I was just getting mixed up. That's all.
Yeah.
And it says relive, blah blah blah. There's no way they're going to sell that without having that game on it.
So
John, I know you're listening. There's no way you're going to sell that cabinet without that game included.
Yeah, John. If the game is on the artwork, you got to throw that
Right.
game at least
Yeah.
in those units, right?
Right.
At least in
Absolutely.
those units.
You have to.
So hopefully Jong can make that happen. Let's provide him that feedback. Jong, as we all know, always listens to the community. So we'll see what comes about.
And he's a flan of the show.
He's a fan of the show. But you got to admit, guys, tell me your honest reactions in the live chat. When you guys saw my hype trailer and it was like, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. And you saw that cabinet. You know this was you, right? Like this was you.
yeah.
You know? Like I'll tell you what, this was me when I saw that cabinet. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, it was a good one. It was a good one.
Oh man, I don't know what's worse, either that GIF or the way that you moan when you show it.
You know you like it.
No, I really don't.
You don't like it at all?
No, I'm not even sure where to go with that one.
For real?
Yeah.
For real?
No, I'm not playing into that again.
No, seriously.
You already have like 6 of those sound bites.
Wait, no, seriously. Do you not like it for real?
Yes.
For real with nostalgia.
Oh, best one yet.
I love having those made for you.
Oh man, keep them coming, guys. I got a catalog coming out. I'm gonna have one of those calendars soon.
do a
I'm gonna
calendar.
start selling that.
Guys,
12 months.
nostalgia is the hairiest man I have ever met, so it's only appropriate that we get for real with nostalgia.
Listen, I can take it, so I'm good. You keep that stuff coming. I'm good with it.
People tune in for that. You realize that?
Oh,
They're like,
I'm fine. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Here.
I'm the right guy for that, so it's all good.
All right. Let's move on. I'll let you guys
For real.
pick. I'll let you guys. I'll let Michael B pick because he's a celebrity today. He's been making the rounds. He is the Barbara Walters of retro gaming. He's everywhere. Michael B, you run the show. You tell us what you want to talk about next.
So let's talk about something that was a long time coming, and has actually divided the fan base 2 different ways. So it seems like more modern people are very excited with it, and longtime fans are a little disappointed. That Nintendo Direct happened, and a lot of people are happy with what was included, and a lot of other people are left scratching their heads saying, we waited 2 years for this. So let's talk about the Nintendo Direct and the announcement of Nostalgia's favorite Legend of Zelda for some reason, Skyward Sword.
It is not my favorite. It's just not there's almost no bad Legend of Zelda games.
Except for Skyward Sword.
No, see, you can say that, but maybe it's not the best Zelda game, but it's still a good game. It's still playable. The problem with it, I think the reason people hated it was because of all the stupid forced motion controls that you had to have with the Wii, which really suck. Like I'm not interested in that. But what they've done here is they've gone ahead and they've adopted it so that way you can play it with just a standard controller. You don't have to do the motion control if you don't want to. And 100%, you don't have to.
No-ish, because the game still requires those motions. So instead of it being just a button to use your sword, now you have to use the right control stick, and you still have to move the right control stick in the same motion you were going to use with your animatronic hand in order to do the detailed sword swipes. So it's not a button.
Okay, but now you're playing semantics. It's moving the analog stick. Like, who cares? That's fine.
And only reason they did that is because they invented this thing called the Switch Lite, which didn't let you use the motion controls. If there wasn't a Switch Lite, we'd still be waving those 2 stupid Joy-Cons around trying to control this. Anyways, I'll step away.
Well, here's my opinion on this game, and guys, keep in mind you're talking to a huge Zelda fan. Yes. I mean, I have the picture right there. I have played all the games, but let me tell you something, guys. $60 for a remastered game. I'm out. No interest. This thing should be $30 in my opinion.
This is Nintendo weird and Zelda. They're one of their largest franchises. $30. They could put this thing for $80 and it would still sell. You are out of your mind.
I'm not doing it. I'm not going to get it for $60. It ain't going to happen.
So going back to when they released Wind Waker HD. Wind Waker HD was the last time they did a discounted HD remaster. So that one was, I believe, 49 Canadian, which I think put it somewhere around 39 US when it came out. But then when they came out with Twilight Princess HD, that was full price. And they've never looked back since then. They know they can sell these for full price. They can put out anything with Zelda on it. They could release a Switch version of The Legend of Zelda Link to the Past that's a direct Super Nintendo port on a cartridge and still charge full price, and people are going to pay it. Why would they reduce the price?
Mm-hmm. And I'm willing to bet you this is one of those games that they'll actually do really well with, because it wasn't one of the more popular Zelda games within the Zelda franchise. So I can see this being one of the ones that people pick up and say, hey, I skipped out on it on the Wii. I'll give it a shot now.
You know what? This is an excellent point by the Tech Buzz. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the Tech Buzz. He says, take that money 2.4 cent and buy it. There you go. Thanks, Bobby. You just bought me Skyward Sword.
And an extra $40 there, too. So.
Shut up and take my money, Nintendo.
I do want to bring up a point, though. If you remember when this game came out, my wife bought it for me, and originally it was, I think, $59.99 US, and that came with the game, Symphony Orchestra CD, a brand new Wii Motion Plus sensor controller, all of that for $59. This time around, the game itself is going to cost $69 US, or no, maybe it's $59 US.
59, yeah.
Plus, then you get to buy your own new Joy-Con controllers for an extra additional $69. So,
yeah, but you don't have to buy the Joy-Cons, but they do look pretty sweet. So
they do.
I'll give them that.
We got a $2 super chat from Sling Spade. Said, money, since PDubs is hard up. Thanks so much, man. We appreciate you throwing that into the tip jar. Jeff's
giving me a hard time in the chat.
As he should.
I love it. That's okay. Keep them coming, buddy.
All right. So Arcade1Up pinball machines have been received this week. A lot of folks have been receiving them. And I'll be honest, I've been trolling the Discord, the Reddit, and the Facebook fan pages, and it does appear, and correct me if I'm wrong, would it be outlandish of me to say that it does appear to be mixed reviews, that it's not an overwhelmingly positive reaction? Michael B., what do you think about this? You are the biggest Arcade1Up fan on this panel.
That is true. I would like to say the Nintendo Direct was like a full hour, and we spent like 5 minutes on it, maybe even less. So it would have been nice to talk a little bit more about it.
We'll talk more about some of that stuff.
Yeah. Arcade1Up pinball. Some people have put up some pictures taking. I know B Kong, who's here in the chat, he got his Star Wars pinball. That's mainly where I've seen some of these comparison pictures, and little disappointed. He was a little disappointed about the screen resolution and how it looked. I don't know. I can't really say anything until I experience this for myself. I'd have to see it firsthand, but I know there's people out there that are disappointed. I think some people had pretty lofty expectations. They knew up front. People said, this is a 720 screen, 60 frames per second. It's not like that wasn't advertised. I mean, you can't expect a 4K picture on a 720 advertised screen. So, yeah, you're getting what you get. I can't wait to get mine. I'm sure that I'm going to love it. I don't think that the picture is going to be that bad, and I don't know. I don't think I'm going to fixate that much on it. But I'll leave this up for you guys to talk about. I'm sure you have different opinions.
Yeah, the picture of it is going to be bad, 720. But the games is going to be fun. I'm not a fan of Star Wars. I'm not a fan of the Marvel. I have my pre-order in for the Attack from Mars. Again, this is 1080p world in most places. For them to bring out the 720p it's avoidable. They could have done better than that, even with that price set. So I understand where people are coming from. When you've seen better, it is going to look poor. But the Star Wars fans, that's the only choice they have at this point in time. So that's what they got.
Yeah, there's a couple things I want to talk about here. I was reading in the fan pages that some people are saying, the first mod I'm going to do is swap that monitor for a 1080p monitor. Do not do that. you will not be happy with the end result. The board itself is outputting 720p, so you can swap it to a 4K monitor if you want, but you're only going to get 720p resolution because that's what the board's kicking out. So for anybody thinking that's an option, not an option. Please don't do that. You're just wasting your money. That being said, I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum. I actually don't think 720p is that big of a deal when you're dealing with a 24-inch monitor, mostly because it's not a computer monitor. You're not sitting 2 or 3 feet away from it, or in most cases less than that. You're a good distance away from the screen. It's a relatively small screen, and I mean it's a really there is noticeable differences between 720p and 1080p, but not so much when you're dealing with the type of graphics that board specifically can push out. So maybe it could have been marginally improved, but they would have had to beef up the hardware. That would have beefed up the cost of the whole machine. My personal take is that 720p is good enough for what it is.
I say
that
wait
for
for
what it's worth,
version 2. Wait for version 2. You're going to be much happier. No doubt about it. Again, I have a different comparison. You know, I have my modded Toy Shock. I got 24 inches as well, but the screen quality is a heck of a lot better. So again, I always say it with a grain of salt, because what else? What's the options that you have to play those tables? Is on your computers, is on your Switch, is on other non-cabinet based platforms. So are you going to be excited to play it on a cabinet? Yeah, 720. Yeah, it could have been better, but you're still going to have fun with it. So it's not going to take away from the fun of it. But when you zoom in on it and get down to it, it's not going to look as pretty as it could have looked.
Yeah, I mean, the Toy Shock and the Well Played are both 24-inch screens, which, you know, the Well Played has got those daddy long spider legs on them, so it kind of like really brings that up into your face. It kind of adds to the illusion that the screen is bigger because the monitor's just so close to you, you know. The Toy Shock, you kind of, you know, depending on your height, you do kind of have to bend over to play it and kind of stare down at it, right?
I'm a shorty, so it's
Now,
perfect.
the Arcade1Up machine is a little bit taller than the Legends, though, if I recall, right? There was a really good picture I saw on the global page. I'm going to try and find it here. There was a gentleman who was complaining about the number of times that it said pinball on the Legends pinball. You guys remember that post?
Yeah, I saw that.
And I told him, I said, well, accessories are going to come out, and when you plug the accessories in, it'll say pinball less, right? And that's all I said. Like, I was just being informative, right? Then all of a sudden they want to get in a debate with you, right? You know? And I love my new favorite meme of all time, or meme, I think it's called a meme, is the guy who does the peace out. You know, the one guy, he's a young kid, he goes peace, and he disappears like a ghost. So that's now my new thing. If people want to get into a fight with me on Facebook, guys, you're just going to get the peace out guy, and I'm gone because I don't have time for that. $5 super chat from Zohar. 720 or 1080. Does it even really matter when the monitor won't turn on? Yes, Atgames is 1080p, and I'm trying to find something here so I can.
So PDubs, I just want to give you a heads up, so you're up with the lingo and what the kids say. It's actually pronounced Mimi.
Mimi?
Yeah,
Mimi.
Yeah, it is Mimi.
You're
meme is what like old people like you would say. If you want to actually be hip and cool for real, you need to say Mimi.
Did you just say for real? Did you just say for real?
Did
you just say for real?
For real.
All right. Well, for real with nostalgia.
Oh man, that one makes me uncomfortable.
All right, keep going. I'm gonna find it here. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Hold on. Keep going.
Yeah, I think B-Kong, you guys, he's done a lot of coverage over Facebook, and you can go check out and take a look at his pictures and take a look at where he's coming from with this. He did some comparisons to like an Android experience, did comparisons to like PC, Nintendo Switch. So make up your own mind. Where I stand is right now, I don't have anything to play pinball on. I can play on my Switch and a PC, but I want that experience at a cabinet, and I still can't wait to get my Arcade1Up pinball and give it a try. It looks like that's the first one I'm going to get.
And this is something I scratch my head when I see this, when people talk about this. The hardware inside of these pinball machines for Arcade1Up, for Toy Shock, for Atgames, they aren't the same hard. You're not going to get the PC version of FX3 running on them. You're not going to get the Nintendo Switch version. There's no comparison. Don't compare it. You'll set yourself up to be disappointed. What you're getting is a mobile port that is optimized for a mobile chipset. So you're not going to be getting crazy high resolution any way you put it. You're going to end up with, dumbing down the graphics, lowering the resolution, dropping the asset sizes of all the artwork just so that way it can even perform on those devices at 60 frames. So people just need to have like a more realistic understanding of what they're buying, because if they're expecting the Switch the graphic quality to be equal to the Switch or greater, you're going to be disappointed regardless of what machine you buy.
Yeah, and it's true. It's true the same way we all went out and bought the Street Fighter, and now those cabinets are getting better and better and better. So if you buy version 1 of these pinball machines, you know, that's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get. So if you don't think you're gonna be happy with it, don't buy version 1. Wait for version 2. That's all I can tell you, because it's only gonna get better. It's only going to get better. They're going to keep squeezing and changing technology to give you more and more. I can't wait to see what the next one is,
Well,
and I'm going to enjoy this one along the way. I think the Atgames, I'm enjoying that because I can't hook up my computer to it, and I like the fact with my Toy Shock I had to gut it out and put a PC in. With my Atgames, I can keep and experience what they're offering, and then switch over and play the PC when I want to. So it's the best of both worlds.
Carl, can you clarify for me? I'm looking for a pinball table I can stand on. So which one would you suggest?
I haven't stood on the Atgames yet, but the Toy Shock, that thing's built like a tent, baby.
I got some sad news, guys. It looks like that post got deleted. It was getting heated. A lot of times these posts get deleted. But I really wanted to pull it up because I was looking at this picture, right? This guy posted a picture of an Arcade1Up and an Atgames Legends pinball machine side by side, both of them turned on, right? And he was ragging on the fact that the Legends pinball machine, it says Legends pinball on it 3 times, which I do agree. It's 2 times too many. But when I was looking at the pictures and I see the 32-inch 1080p Legends pinball monitor that was on display and everything was crystal clear in the photo, right? Next to the Arcade1Up, which, guys, I don't even have one yet. I've ordered them. I'm waiting for them to come. The Arcade1Up with the 24-inch screen, it looks so small, and the image on the monitor was all washed out and gray looking, and it wasn't, and he was dead on. It wasn't like he was at an angle causing it to be washed out. That to me was like a huge, like, he's ripping on the pinball machine, but are you even looking at the screen, bro? You know what I mean? Like that was what I took away from that. I could care less if it says pinball 3 times on it. But then again, just like everyone else, I'm waiting for mine to arrive. That way I can play them and look at them and obviously review them and see if they're really good or opportunities for improvement, all that kind of stuff. So
but the guy that made the post, the original poster, did say, this is sarcasm. I don't know who responded to you because I did see your post. Yeah. I didn't see the response. I don't know if that was the original poster or somebody else. But the original guy was saying, it's sarcasm. And he obviously has both of the cabinets. And in all honesty, it does have too many, branding on it. But they're two different. They're 2 different beasts.
Yep, like Sling Spade said right here, guys, this is an important note to note as well. Okay, so what if one has a bigger screen, but the actual experience, the gameplay speed, the games themselves, the solenoids in the Arcade1Up machine, the tactile feedback, the exciters in the Atgames machine, which one is better? Which one gives you a better experience? That's what I want to know. And that will definitely be something I point out as well when I finally get mine and I'm able to do a review video on it. Because there's a good chance that what if Atgames has a better screen, better options, but what if the gameplay is better on the Arcade1Up, right? Or vice versa, right? I don't know. I can't make an opinion until I actually play the damn thing, right?
You know what I'm willing to bet you? I'm willing to bet you they both play really well. And it's just going to be down to personal preference. It's just going to be which games you prefer. If you're a Star Wars nut, like Glenn, he really likes the Kathleen Kennedy stuff. He's going to want to play. He's 100% going to want to be all up into the Arcade1Up Star Wars pinball machine. It's just the way it's going to be. And if you really like the older school, like original pinball machine recreations, you might dig the Atgames machine. So,
and I've always said I'm not a fan of the new wave cartoon comic book gaming of the Zen Studio Marvel or the Star Wars. I definitely like the Attack from Mars, so that's why that's the table I got because it plays real closer to real pinball than those other two. Um, but I've had a chance to play around with the Zachariah table that's coming to the At Games, and just playing that game compared to the Gottlieb tables, that's those games are
Yeah.
more realistic play than the Gottlieb. So
So
that's the thing I like about the At Games because whatever came on it, you're not stuck with it. You have options to grow and to do things different, and that's what I'm digging about.
you hit
Yeah.
the nail on the head too there, Detroit Love, because some of this will come down to what you prefer in terms of physics, and every one of those pinball experiences, whether it be Farsight, whether it be FX3, or be the Magic Pixel experience through the Zachariah tables, they all play a little bit differently. So what experience do you like is best? It's not just the tables, it's the actual physics of their pinball mechanics.
Yeah, and Zohar makes a damn good point too. We got to keep in mind that there's some machines that have other features, like the Well Played has the Wi-Fi, the Atgames has Wi-Fi. They're doing the leaderboards out of the box. It really depends on what you deem as a good experience, right? The ability to do leaderboards, that's a ton of fun. I love doing that. That's probably my favorite feature of any of the Atgames products.
Yeah.
But you may not care about leaderboards, so maybe you're like, whatever, I just care about the IPs and I just want to play FX3 games, and maybe Arcade1Up's the right way to go for you. But at the end of the day, you just got to look at all the features and the facts and what makes sense for you and your house, right? So,
Or you can do what I'm going to do and buy them all.
just buy them all. Buy every one.
Now, Jeff Rainwater, my friend, I love sharing your comments on the screen, but a lot of your last 5 comments I can't share, bro. You're gonna
share them. No,
you're gonna get us in. You're gonna get us in trouble, Jeff. Calm down, simmer down, buddy, simmer down. He's all right. So, At Games, there is no doubt, offers way more features, way more bang for your buck than an Arcade1Up machine. But then again, how is the experience playing? We'll know soon, because eventually we'll all have them as well and be able to give real opinions on them. Our opinions is what I mean. Not saying anyone's giving fake opinions. What I mean is our real opinions on them, because everything right now is just spec on paper until I actually touch it, right? Which is what I'm trying to say. So, and it's been interesting too. Like, some people are on the, it's just weird. Like, on the Arcade1Up pages, they're like, "Oh, this sucks," and other people are like, "This is amazing." So it's really interesting watching that feedback.
And nobody knows until they get it. That's the key. I always say you're gonna find 3 to 5 tables that really resonate with you, no matter which cabinet you get, and you're gonna play the heck out of those tables. You're not gonna care about the other tables, But that's the key. Just enjoying it, and if you really get into the pinball and try to get the objectives and the goals of those tables, it can be a whole lot of fun, no matter which.
Here come the Cubert, and here come the dartboard comments. I swear, you guys beat our audience. Our audience beats a horse to death more than we do. Like, I've only had like 2 guys yell at me, like, "Guys, you're still using flan. Flan's not funny anymore. You need to stop saying flan during your shows," and all that kind of stuff. And I'm all like, "Okay, man, it's fantastic," but whatever,
So I got to tell you guys about a rib I pulled on PDubs the other day. I wrote him early in the day and told him I had all this behind the scenes knowledge about Arcade1Up and about cabinets that were coming out, and I let it go all day. I stewed the pot. He was asking me. I told him I was going live with a video, and finally I said, "All right, you guys ready for the reveal?" I sent him a picture of a dartboard.
Wait! You're telling me that you had no information? Wait, that was a joke? Oh my God! I'm putting community posts on my channel. I'm like, guys, behind the scenes news. You know what I mean? Like, guys, I'm hearing rumors of something. You're telling me that was a freaking joke? You pulled a prank on me?
That got so much better, so much faster. Oh, congratulations.
GameRoom Dudes is now hiring a new co-host. We're looking for somebody who's not a jerk.
Oh, man. No, bring him back in there. Oh, that was fantastic.
That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. Well, that's okay, because I still love you. I love you. Take your screenshots while you can, guys. In 5, 4, 3. What do you think about Detroit Love being brother love? There you go, baby. There you
I,
go.
I
love
don't understand the
everybody, man.
reference, unfortunately. I'm sure
Yeah,
it's
You
funny though.
you were in diapers when Brother Love was out.
I'm willing to bet you I wasn't even born. Was this before 1989? Because if it was, I wasn't even born. So
No, Brother Love was around in the 90s.
All right.
then I would have been in diapers.
Before we here's a great segue. We're going to pivot from retro gaming to something that modern gaming is doing with retro gaming into modern gaming. So we're going to pivot from here into let's talk real quick about the Capcom on the Switch. What is that called again there, Michael B? You were pretty excited about it.
What?
I don't think he was. I don't think
Playing the Capcom games on the Nintendo.
the Capcom
No, man.
Arcade Stadium.
Yeah. What is it called? Capcom
Arcade Stadium.
Stadium.
No,
That's what it's called.
That's not for me.
That's all
that
for
is
you.
they
That's
said
all
right
for
in
you.
the direct. This is specifically for Michael B. the Game Genie.
What do you guys
Don't
think
do
about
Nintendo dirty.
what do you guys think about playing your arcade games on your Nintendo Switch, the Capcom games? Nostalgia, this is your generation. I have zero
What
interest.
does that
in doing-
even mean?
I have
This is
zero
my
interest.
generation.
That's what I have arcade machines for. Like I don't want to play that. Go ahead, man.
Yeah,
You
you're
tell
the
me-
console generation.
You
there,
tell me why
Nostalgia.
this is cool. You tell me why Capcom Arcade, whatever it's called, is cool.
Here, I'll use the same thing that you guys say every time because options are awesome.
Oh, shut up.
Because having the option is better than not having the option at all. That's what
That
you
is
guys say.
That is probably the most personality you've shown in 27 episodes.
Well, you're
Congratulations.
welcome. That's going to be my new persona for my YouTube channel.
We got a $5 super chat from Videodrome. We need to get Crew Ball from the Genesis up and running on the Legends Pinball. There you go, guys.
So we going to talk about the
No, keep
Capcom?
going.
We're just moving. We're just moving along. That was it.
Talk,
It's done.
talk.
It's done.
Fuck,
Yeah.
guys, remember, I gotta manage the chat. Oh god, these episodes are this whole show's going down the drain. It's a hot mess. All right. I agree with King Creole. LMAO. There you go. Options, baby. There
Yeah,
you go.
no, honestly, I think it's good. The reason I think it's good is because for people who are the younger generation, these companies, Capcom can't keep milking the arcade games for that much longer without introducing them to the younger generation. If you don't, then eventually those games will die and that'll be the end of it. So the reality is getting that thing on the Switch is big. Switch is probably the number one console right now that is selling in terms of like the modern gen consoles, and everyone and their mom has it. So you may as well get it out into people's hands and keep milking those IPs for as much cash as you can get.
So
Right,
yeah, I want to jump in on what we're still. Oh, you go with your super chat. I'll come in after.
Yep, because the chat's flying. I want to make sure we take care of Zohar. $4.99. Got it, love it. Every game has a rewind feature, and you can change the speed of any game. It's actually cool. Okay, so modern. So all these kids, they need to cheat and play.
No,
these
listen,
games.
hold on, wait a second. Listen, when I hear you guys say, "Well, I can play it on my arcade machine," I'm like, "Whatever, dude." Before these arcade machines, a couple of years ago, you were playing it on a Raspberry Pi.
That's
And
because we
it's
had no choice. Nostalgia.
I'm just saying,
God.
it's no different. Just
Whatever.
enjoy it. See, it's what
All
they're kind of giving you. They're giving you a free game, 1943, which is like, okay, I prefer 1944, but I'll take it. And it's like whatever. And then they're going to allow you to buy whatever games you want later, which is fine. Yeah, and I saw in their trailer they had Street Fighter in there. They're going to have a lot of really awesome titles in there, so it's going to make money.
All right. Jolly, I trust Jolly. Jolly's been watching my channel for a long time. Always leaves amazing comments on every video. He says I love it. Jolly, he's also on my Xbox friends list, so I will check it out later. Wait, is it on Xbox or is it just on Switch? It's just on Switch? Hello? Yeah, it's just on Switch.
What are we talking about? Sorry, I was reading the chat.
I
Man, I get lost in that chat sometimes. Sorry.
Right,
Yes, currently, from my understanding, it is for the Nintendo Switch.
I got a question.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I got a question. This is something that would interest me and then sell it to me. Are the games online multiplayer? Like, can I reach out to Nostalgia and say, let's play Final Fight together?
I don't know if they've announced that yet. I watched the trailer and everything, but I didn't see that. It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me if that was something that they included. You'll likely need to have the Nintendo online whatever thing.
All right. So Okay, fine. I will check it out on the Switch, and hopefully it's amazing.
Oh, it looks like
I'm not too excited.
Willie's saying Ghosts and Goblins is free too. I thought it was only 1943. But if
Ghosts and Goblins,
if that's in there, jump on that. That's a dope game. You can play that on arcade, on console, doesn't matter. That game's still going to beat you.
And no matter what platform you're on, you're
still
going to
lose.
3 seconds.
Yeah.
It's going to be a quick game. You're going to be in and out. No harm, no foul. I'm going to sit down and play Ghosts and Goblins. And
my favorite is when I was younger and dating, I'd show girls and say, I'm really good at gaming. And then I'd play Ghosts and Goblins in front of them. And I'd die right away and say, I swear, that's the first time that's ever happened. Okay. Usually go much longer than that.
Oh, I get it. The innuendo joke. I gotcha.
Awesome. We got a lot of people confirming that the Ghost game is free. So, guys, it might actually be worth checking out. 1943, who cares? But Ghosts and Goblins, heck yeah. Let's give it a check. Michael B., are you getting a divorce? George Washington, ladies and gentlemen, the first president of the United States is here. General George Washington, how are you? Our commander-in-chief. What's going on there? What is that all about?
Maybe he knows something I don't know.
By the way,
remember on Valentine's Day when you were out with Detroit Love's wife? It looks like George Washington was out with your wife. I don't know. Something's going on.
You were not out with Detroit Love's wife. Stop it.
What was that supposed to be? We were supposed to do something.
I think the reference is because you keep buying all these cabinets over there.
That's possible. Yeah.
All right. So, what else is there about that Capcom thing? Is there anything else to talk about on it? And or do you want to go back to Nintendo Direct before Michael B rips my head off?
I don't think there's that much more to talk about with the Capcom thing. It looks like it's going to be download an app to your console and then download whatever game packs you want through DLC, and then Bob's your uncle.
So it's just arcade games. It's not like they're console based games.
I don't know. I don't think they said anything specifically. Maybe they are console games. Maybe that's what we're getting. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're arcade though. It literally is called Capcom Arcade, whatever.
I know. I want to throw this point out there though, because on the Switch there was this really great not the Switch, the Nintendo Wii and the Wii U. They had their own shop, and you could go in and you could buy NES titles, and it was cross-platform. You could buy Castlevania. You could buy
the virtual console.
Yeah, the virtual console. Now we're on the Switch, and Nintendo has their own downloadable program where you can play NES and you could play Super Nintendo games. But I'm noticing other companies are refusing to kind of go into that territory and are selling their games in their own compilations. Like, I can't play Super Castlevania under the Switch Online store. I have to buy the Castlevania collection to play it. So that's something I'm a little disappointed in. I don't like that differentiation of having to buy separate collections to play Super Nintendo games on the Switch compared to having just one online shop where they're all individually purchased.
Yeah, I don't mind the subscription model. That's what they're doing with what's it called? That Amazon Luna, that new streaming service or whatever. You pay a base amount, you get a bunch of games, and if you want the Ubisoft titles, you got to pay an extra X amount of dollars, and then that opens up those games. And I mean, the reality is the market's moving towards streaming content. Everybody's kind of in that play field. So
no, don't get me wrong. I'm totally fine with that. I just wish they all lived in the same space.
Yeah.
Can we answer this real quick for Meatball Saucy? He always asks great questions, and a lot of them get missed. I notice when we watch our replays. So let's make sure we take care of Meatball Saucy. With the arcade control panel on the Legends Pinball, he wants to know what we all think about it. I actually already made a video showing using my Legends Gamer Mini as a control panel connected to my Legends Pinball machine. I think it's super dope, super cool. If I ever feel like taking a pinball break and I just want to bust out, play a vertical shooter for 20 minutes and then be like, okay, I feel like playing pinball again, I think it's dope. Not everybody wants to play arcade games on their pinball machine, but I do. You guys want to answer? Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I just loaded up a USB stick and put it on there with all vertical games. I had Galaga on there. Now the controls without that control is is a misfire. But I got to put the games up there and go through them, and they look incredible, full screen. I mean, I didn't think I would be interested at all, but having seen Donkey Kong on there, having seen Galaga on there, I can't wait to actually control it and be able to play it because it looks awesome on that 32-inch screen, without a doubt.
Yeah,
So
I'm looking forward to that as well. I think it's a good move. It's a natural move for Atgames to kind of throw something like that in there, especially with their ArcadeNet service. I mean, you're going to offer ArcadeNet on the pinball machine, and ArcadeNet is full of games that are not pinball. You're going to need a way to play them, right? So
mhm.
I think it's a good move all around.
All right.
Yeah,
No, go
Let
ahead.
Mike go in.
Michael, you're the star today. Whatever. Go ahead.
well, also, I mean, for people saying why would you want to play arcade games in that form factor, it's not really that much different than playing on a cocktail cabinet. Honestly, you're looking down, and it's still a very fun way to play games. So it's something I'm interested in trying out.
Yeah, and it's natural for your viewing angle to be in that position. Now it'd be sweet if I could reverse that console, so I can have the regular Legends pinball back if I want to, and then flip it over, have it rotating. That's not
Yep.
possible, but that would be sweet.
Now, guys, out there in the wild, you might find a vertical build for your PC if you're the kind of person who has a gaming PC and want to plug it into your Atgames Legends pinball machine. It's called CoinOps Diamonds 3 Vertical Edition. And if you ask me, the way they have it set up with a bezel and a monitor, like Rex says here, like if you do CoinOps and stuff and you say fill, like CoinOps X, and you fill up the screen with the game, it stretches the game a bit. But the Diamonds 3, it doesn't stretch it at all. It's really, really slick. So guys, if you can, get your hands on that build. Check it out in your Legends pinball machine. I think you guys will really, really love it. Now, before we pivot back to talking about Nintendo Direct, it's time to shamelessly plug the merch. That's right, guys. We got to shamelessly plug the merch. Make sure you guys head on over to Nostalgia's Teespring store and pick up your Super Game Room Dudes merchandise. We got all kinds of t-shirts for sale. Nostalgia says if I don't plug the merch on the store, he's going to kill me. And just to show you how super, super cool these shirts look, for instance, we did get...
Oh, no.
Yep, Mrs.
Are you allowed to share that?
Mrs. Cogs R Us
Yep.
offered to model the Only Flans t-shirt for us. So this is Mrs. Cogs R Us, guys. Make sure you guys go pick up your Only Flans t-shirt for the ladies, because you do need to make up for ignoring them on Valentine's Day, hanging out with Atgames and watching Atgames live streams. You know they're upset. You know the ladies need their Only Flans t-shirts, guys. And wrong one. And let's check it out. They are fantastic. And Mr. and Mrs. Cogs R Us are here, ready for some flans.
Oh my gosh.
I
got to tell you, there's literally no better present that you can buy your spouse for their birthday or Christmas than a Super Game Room Dudes Only Flans. It's fantastic t-shirt.
It's fantastic, guys. Pick them up for the ladies. They are available in Nostalgia's Teespring store.
Especially if they've never heard of it.
Yeah,
that's even better.
God,
if they have no idea what Only Flans is, it is the perfect gift.
All right. So once again, we have shamelessly plugged
my mom.
Once again, we have shamelessly plugged the merch. There you go, guys. All right. So let's talk about one more thing with Nintendo Direct, one or two things, and then we'll be wrapping it up for the night because we started late and I got some stuff I got to take care of. So Michael B., what else was exciting about Nintendo Direct that you want to talk about before you rip my head off?
MK Countercade. Look for my video soon. Yeah. I think Zohar is a little disappointed about the amount of Mortal Kombat being released.
That is an amazing comment by Zohar. Thanks so much. Using a hammer and blowtorch. Brad, you know what flan is. Stop it. Knock it off, Brad. You know all about that.
I'm gonna be honest. The problem with the Nintendo Directs is the problem with any announcement. Everybody's head runs wild, and we always expect something that's just going to be absolutely mind-shattering. So you go into it, and like you start hearing rumors about there's going to be a new Punch-Out game. Earthbound 3 is finally getting released, and people just start running wild. And then they do some pretty good stuff, but it always underperforms with the expectations. And this Direct was no different. I mean, we started up with some DLC for Super Smash Brothers with Pyra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 being added to Smash, and that was okay. Then we got a load of games from third parties that were kind of lower tier, honestly. Like the Nintendo Switch is really good at doing indie stuff, so I don't want to take that down at all. But like you're not seeing a lot of really good third party support coming in. And then we got Mario Golf, and then we got The Legend of Zelda, Mario Golf. And I think
I call it Mario as well.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we were a little underwhelmed. People expect a lot, and there's not a lot coming out this year.
I don't know. I think we are still very early in the year. Nintendo keeps their cards very close to the chest. Yeah. And I think that bigger announcements we'll probably see more towards the middle of the year, kind of the E3 timeline. Nintendo's always kind of stepped away from, or at least for the last number of years, they've kind of stepped away from E3 and kind of done their own thing, which has worked out fantastic for them, I should say. But I would expect, I saw Zohar actually make a comment about the 25th anniversary for the N64, and I don't know if that's this year or if that's next year, but it is somewhere around here. And realistically, what I think people were expecting was maybe something related to that, maybe Nintendo coming out with an announcement like they did with the Mario collection that they came out with. And I think we'll probably see another collection, maybe Zelda related. We'll get like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and maybe a GameCube, one of the GameCube games for Zelda on there as well. And they'll release that, and maybe that'll come later in the year. But I don't think there was anything wrong with what they did in this direct. They haven't done a direct for a little while as well. So.
Hey, Canadians.
Yo.
It's Mario.
It's Mario. So I'll jump back in there for. We are expecting a lot of Zelda stuff to come up in the next little while, because next year, I think it's next year, is the 35th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. So I'm expecting a compilation game like we got with Super Mario All-Stars as well. Zohar asked me if I'm excited for Splatoon 3. I'm not personally, and nothing against. I have never played a Splatoon game.
It's good.
I know it's good, but what I was surprised by is there's so many IPs that are just dead and we're not hearing about, like Metroid Prime 4. That's just gone. That doesn't exist anymore. Bayonetta 3 also disappeared. And other IPs like Kid Icarus, other things people want to still see games made. But we're getting our second Splatoon game on the Switch. And how long's the Switch been around? 4 years? And we're already at 2 Splatoon games. And this is 3 Splatoon games in the span of 6 years, but yet there hasn't been a Metroid Prime game in, 15?
I'm willing to bet you that Splatoon is probably in a position to outsell a Metroid game.
I know. I think you're right. I think it is a big game for the kids, and Nintendo's trying to push their new IPs, and it's got multiplayer aspects. Like they look at it like I don't know what you call them, but like a battle royal type game, and has that aspect to it, so it can sell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Donkey Kong. What I really want them to do is a Donkey Kong 64 sequel. Yeah, there you go.
You're kind of a dick. All right, let's go here. All right, let's keep going here. B needs to save the princess. Tubin. Man, I tell you what, you guys start talking about modern games. I'm actually surprised our viewers are interested in talking about modern games.
Of course they are, because that's really what is the in thing right now.
Yeah. Well, just so you guys know, I am now 36 hours into Immortals Phoenix Rising. I'm getting really close to being maybe about halfway done with the game. It's amazing.
I'm getting really close to almost being halfway done.
No, seriously, because there's just so much to do. It's like playing Breath of the Wild. It's like you could just keep going and going and going and going. So go ahead, man.
I beat like 9 games since I beat that one. What's taking you so long?
I'm busy. I'm trying to be like Detroit Love and make a video every day. It's really hard to keep up with his production schedule. So, all right. Anything else about the Nintendo Direct, Michael B? We don't want you to be upset.
No, we talked about The Legend of Zelda. I think that's everything. Honestly, it was an okay Nintendo Direct. I think people just need to temper their expectations going into these. Like, you're going to get a couple first-party games. You're not going to see much third-party support. There never has been for Nintendo. And, what we get is okay. I thought it was an okay Direct.
You know what I'm hoping that they come out with though for the Switch that I think would actually work out really well is like a 3D darts game.
Now, how many of you in the live chat own an Arcade1Up Golden Tea cabinet, and how many of you, and be honest, have hit that hole-in-one? Detroit Love just hit his first hole-in-one, managed to capture it on video for his YouTube channel, posted a quick 2-minute video celebrating. Make sure you guys go check it out. Give him a thumbs up for hitting a hole-in-one. I've had the Arcade1Up Golden Tea cabinet for, over a year now. Never once have I hit a hole-in-one yet.
Yeah, but that's because you're really bad at playing games.
I almost hit one today. I played earlier,
Whoa.
and I came this close to it. It was ridiculous. Almost got another one, but
almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, Detroit Love.
And I play golf on every platform conceivable, and I've never hit a hole in one until that.
Jolly's gotten one. Awesome. Joseph's gotten two. BA, not yet for BA. D Love or Glass Babies. D Love. Okay.
Wow, good job, PDubs.
I read it backwards, like my dyslexia kicked in. I thought it said love D. You know what I mean? Like love the D. Okay, let's keep going. I got a hole in one
there either.
I got a hole in one. I threw it off my balcony. It landed in the gutter. Holy cow. Someone pretended to be me and posted a high score on Dragon's Lair 2. Guys, that was not my high score. The highest I've ever gotten is 47,000. Someone scored 535,000 and put my name on the leaderboard.
The highest I ever got was 47.
Huh?
It had to be Prentice.
It was probably Prentice, but that's okay. I love Prentice. Let's see here. Yes, make sure you guys go check out Kongs Are Us and check out B's perfect Dragon's Lair 2 performance. He won. Is it called an arrow? You win an arrow something, right? If you play the game perfectly, I forget what it's called. B, throw it in the live chat, sir. I think he won. I think you get something. I suck at the game.
Just you know, Jeff Rainwater's throwing you some shade, PDubs.
Not even 100K, Jeff. Not even 100K.
Just throwing that shade, just tossing it around.
Tom McGovern, he's hit a hole in one. There you go. The Arrow Knight. There you go. King Creole. There you go. Brad, PDubs has friends everywhere. We have friends and we have flans and all that good stuff. Prentice said you weren't worthy. Oh, these guys need to lie. You know what? Kongs Are Us. Just use StreamYard. Have you guys play him go, you go, him go, you go, and whoever can go best. Put that on your channel and I'll watch it. So you should do that. Darts for Dubs fundraiser. All right, cool. What else we got going on? So next week there's going to be some surprises. You guys,
many surprises. PDubs giving away all his arcade machines.
Nope. So many surprises and a very important guest. Michael B, you've hogged the mic all night. I don't know if we should. All right, go ahead.
So,
what are we going to say?
So two things happened this week. Cab, that's been rumored for a long time, was officially announced in conjunction with the official trailer for a movie that's coming out. Do we want to talk about that?
Oh, yes.
Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Almost forgot about that. That was
almost
big news.
Yeah, guys, the Mortal Kombat trailer dropped and it looked very impressive in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
I shared it on my Facebook page. I was very excited about watching that trailer. I think it's done really, really well. I caught your live stream earlier. You guys were talking about it on the Retro Buzz, right? You guys were talking about it. And I forget who it was. One of you was complaining about them not wearing the original costumes from the game, right? But if you remember the first Mortal Kombat movie, the very first one, which is actually kind of good, but it's bad, but it's good, right? The first Mortal Kombat movie, they're wearing the costumes, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, right, from the game. And let's be honest, if they wore those costumes in this movie, it would look so cheesy and stupid and cartoony that I actually love what they did with Sub-Zero and Scorpion in this trailer. I thought they looked BA. You know, we can't say anything else. We're already on the verge of getting shut down here. But yeah, BA, guys. What'd you guys think of Scorpion and Sub-Zero, especially in this trailer? I got pumped.
Okay.
Let me know, guys.
So I was really analyzing that trailer, and I think, and I could be way off, but I believe that the main character, who seems to be some sort of like martial artist fighter type of guy that's not really in the universe, I believe he is somehow related to Scorpion. Maybe a descendant, a grandchild. I don't know, because you'll notice in the trailer there's also like the origin of Scorpion, where he's like swinging around. He's almost like a farmer almost, and he's killing a bunch of people. I believe that's supposed to represent the origin story of Scorpion, and I don't think they would introduce a new main character and also do something with Scorpion to that level unless there was some connection. So I'm really, really curious to see what the actual storyline of this movie is going to be. It looks like it's going to be dope.
Yep.
I'm very excited.
And Tony, they have confirmed there are a lot of fatalities in this movie. A lot of fatalities we've seen from the games. They didn't tell us which ones. In a lot of the interviews and press reels I've seen for this and news articles I've read for this movie, there are going to be a ton of the fatalities. This movie's a hard R, like a hard R. And I would love to hear Michael B. Yeah, say hard R. You knew where I was going, right?
Oh yeah, it's a hard R.
It's a hard R rated movie, guys. But also some new fatalities we've never seen before as well. So very exciting about the fatalities. All the blood, all the gore, all the violence. It's like your Neo Geo cabinet. It's like Hollywood just went in and turned on the violence mode and finally made a Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, the special effects is much better now than the original one, so this should be incredible. I mean, just when they froze his arm with Sub-Zero
in the original Mortal Kombat movie.
What they need to do,
that claymation.
Yeah, what they need to do 1,000,000% is not make this one of those like goofy type of Mortal Kombat. This needs to be gritty. This needs to be dark. It needs to be gory. It needs to just slap you in the face left and right all the way through the movie.
And it needs to be blood sport.
All right. Yes. Zohar, you don't need to pay all the time these super chats. We greatly appreciate it, my friend, but $9.99.
What's wrong with Zohar's money? You'll take Bobby's, but you won't take Zohar's. What's the deal there?
No. It's just I feel bad when I see it that many times. We appreciate it though. Well, where were we? Oh yeah, we're talking about the hard R.
Well, we have to talk about the Midway Legacy.
Yeah, we do. We should mention that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and okay, so the Mortal Kombat trailer dropped, and Arcade1Up is making a Mortal Kombat cabinet. Moving on.
No, we shouldn't move on.
I'm kidding. Let's talk about it. Michael B. It's a joke. You got all mad. He's like,
I've never known you to be a jokey guy. I've never heard you joke.
Yeah, you don't joke.
Talk about the Legacy cabinet. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm glad that riser's back to black. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, seriously, that brown thing looked like crap. So that's my opinion. What about you, Detroit Love? What do you think about the Midway Legacy cabinet?
Yeah, I think the front of the riser looks incredible with the fake faux coin door. The whole cabinet just it looks a lot better than the original. I have a tequila sunrise, so I'm going to be a little
Michael
bit.
B. 1-Up's defender.
I love it.
Rexer says, "Can someone please answer why the sides are blue? I thought they were black."
That was an odd choice.
Well, that's because it looks better than pink, Rex.
I'm
just saying. I don't think anyone's buying that cabinet if they did pink sides.
I'm hoping it's just a render, but it seems like they've accentuated it. Where's my Mortal Kombat? It seems like they've accentuated the blue around the lightning to make the sides a little bit more blue. So it's not exactly one-for-one replica of the original arcade cabinet. I'm not sure. I hope that they go back to the original arcade cabinet before this is released.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to see them introduce online to this. That would have been like a really awesome thing to do for this franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. I'm less concerned about the art and even the online as I am. I've got a little bit of concern about some of the button mappings that are going to be there for the games.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Brad's comment.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to. No, I'm thinking the game layout, or the game lineup is like there's lots of awesome games on there. I'm just curious to know how they're going to do things like Rampage, right? Rampage is a 3-player game, unless they're going to use, or from what I remember, I don't know that there was a ROM version where you could select which character you were going to be. So I'm curious to know how that's going to translate onto this.
Yeah.
And then we've also got, I think, Paperboy and Tapper and a few other games that are going to be. It's going to be interesting to see how they play on this machine, because the button layout is not what you would expect for some of those games. So hopefully they figure out a good enough system that it's playable.
Paperboy was a hard one. Paperboy's a lot like Qbert. You'd never see it on a cabinet dedicated to itself. It's got its own control layout, and there's nothing that goes with it. So I think they just wanted to appease people and put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. We got a couple things going on. A couple housekeeping items. Hate to interrupt the discussion, but I have to handle all the housekeeping. So first off, Third Floor Arcade is here. Make sure you guys check out Jason's channel. Jason and I are currently having a contest. Who has the highest arcade in this community? Because mine's up in my loft. His is on the third floor. I asked him for blueprints and schematics so I can take home the trophy. We're still waiting for him to pony up those and confirm that my arcade is taller than his. We will find out soon. Also, Retro Ralph gave us a $9.99 super chat. Thanks for the support, Game Room dudes. And the Midway cabinet sucks. Just saying, because it has wings. That's pretty funny. Guys, make sure you guys check out the Arcade Pickers show that Ralph did. I actually watched it tonight, and I actually thought it was really well done, really enjoyable. Make sure you guys go check that out on his channel. What else do we got going on here? Another super chat from Zohar, $4.99. No Wi-Fi, no slant screen, horrible marquee, no Midway shape design, horrible disrespect to the franchise. The worst thing I've seen. Man, that's a lot of passion in one super chat, Zohar. Holy cow!
Zohar's got some damn good points, though. I don't know. I don't know if it's the worst thing I've ever seen, but they could have done a lot better with this, and I think that it could potentially be a shame that they went this route.
Yeah, but the reality is the masses, the people that walk up to in Walmart and see the cabinet,
right,
they're gonna buy it. They're gonna enjoy the games of it. Zohar's a diehard. No one's ever gonna make a cabinet that satisfies him. That's just the reality of it. But I think the average Joe is gonna be glad to be able to pick that cabinet up. I'm not a big fan of Mortal Kombat, so it wouldn't be something I bought, but the masses would like it.
You guys remember when this thing first got put up on GameStop and we were able to get some orders in? And, I'm one of those people, and sometimes it bleeds into my content where I see something, I read something, and I get so excited, I leap and I attach myself to it, right? So sure enough, I saw it and I was like, oh, it's cool. And I put my reservation in, right? Like I have my order with GameStop for this cabinet before they took it down later on that same day. But after like a couple of weeks of thinking about it, I think I made a mistake. Like playing Paperboy and all these games with the buttons all screwy. Like I have a feeling, guys, I think I'm going to cancel my order with GameStop. Like I think that's going to happen. And do you think that's wrong of me? Do you think I'm being too hard? Should I just appreciate the fact Arcade1Up is giving me more stuff? Or should I just play the 3 Mortal Kombat games included? What do you guys think?
So I'm going to say a couple things here. One is for anybody who's upset that it doesn't suit them for the Ultimate Mortal Kombat cab and it doesn't do all the justice to the Mortal Kombat cab that you want, doesn't have Wi-Fi, patience, because you know what? This is not the last Mortal Kombat 2 cab they're going to sell. Somewhere down the line, we're going to get a Mortal Kombat that looks more like the original machine, has Wi-Fi, everything. So I'm really excited about that. This is more like they talked about. This is their Legacy Edition. Don't think of this as a Mortal Kombat cab. This is a multi-Williams, multi-Midway. It's just got a bunch of their games on it. So if you want like a Space Saver cab, and for those of you that have no intention of buying a live Mortal Kombat down the line, this is going to still be an upgrade to your Model 1 Mortal Kombat. It's got a lit marquee. It's got stereo sound. It's got a better screen. It's about options. I know, Zohar, you're upset.
Zohar. Oh, man, Zohar.
He's smashing this. He's going to smash it on video. There you go.
Also want to say
Zohar, keep the riser, though.
Watching tonight.
Yeah, big shout out.
Yeah, keep the riser and smash the rest, though.
Right.
I don't know. I got to say, the biggest thing that I think you can talk about the shape, you can talk about all those other things. The thing I dislike the most is the no slant in the screen. Zohar's right. I think they need to get that slant in every one of their cabs. Every single one of their cabs needs to have more of a pronounced slant on the actual screen.
And there's no reason for it not to be there. You know what I mean?
Yep. Real quick, guys, Retro Ralph gave us the additional $9.99. Here's the rest, just returning the favor. Thanks again. This is because on his show, I gave him a $20 super chat saying, job well done on the show. I enjoyed it. Cheers. I just want to point out that Bobby Vu gave me $50, Ralph. I just want to point that out.
Bobby Vu gave you
He gave you
99, man. What are you talking about?
Bobby Vu gave me $100, Ralph. That's all I'm saying, cheapskate. And I moved my show. And I moved my show 30 minutes. There you go. I'm just
whose show is it?
Yeah,
I'm
just
kidding.
whose show is it? Just
whose
in
show is
curiosity?
it?
Our show? Yeah.
Our
Okay.
show.
It's a hard R show.
All right, now we're just wasting everybody's time. Carl. We need to put a pin in this one, guys. This has been next week. The show is going to be really cool. We got some special stuff actually planned that'll happen, as well as a special guest coming on. You guys don't want to miss next week's episode of the Super Game Room Dudes. The fun will continue. Take it like that. Go ahead, Detroit.
All right, guys, make sure you check out each and every one of our shows. We all had a video this week that you need to be checking out. And we appreciate you guys coming by and watching our show. Stay tuned next week. And until next time, we will definitely see you on the web.